What's up guys, and welcome to episode number 18 of Rowett Returns. We are back and we've had 3 losses on the bounce, so we're going to try and change that today. We are playing Cardiff in the first match, and as you can tell by the table, if we win and results go the right way for us, we can catch up with Forest, which would be nice. But if they go the wrong way, obviously we could find ourselves going backwards and being overtaken by Norwich. So it's very important that we get the result today. Let's go into the tactics and I'll show you how I've set up. We've changed tactic. We're going to drop Spearing, play Gleeson in there, not as a ball winning midfielder but more of as kind of box to box midfielder. Jay Spearing as a defensive midfielder, and then we're going to have Clayton as a target man and Wilson hopefully running on from that. Cottrell and Duffy either side. Damari Gray can play better on that left side, so he's going to start there. Let's get into the game and hopefully get a good result. So it looks like we've got an injury. It looks like Duffy. He's going to have to come off. It is the Duffy coming off on that right hand side, so the straight swap with Cottrell is probably the best option. He can't really play there, but he should be alright because he's a winger. But we started okay. Nothing really happened. There's no attacks the first half an hour. But we're still in the game. Cardiff dominating as you kind of expect, but we're still there or thereabouts. That's a good first half, really. We've gone in at 0-0, and you never know, if we can nick one in the second half, then obviously that would be really good. But I'm pleased with how things are going. Keep it up. I mean, look at this midfield, though. We've already had to take Duffy off, and Gleeson's struggling, so it could be time for David Davis to step up and play his role in that centre midfield. Davis has got the ball. He gets on it for the first time and finds Spearing. Spearing back to David Davis. We've got the 2 up there if he can find it in. He does. He finds Wilson into Donaldson. Donaldson back to Wilson. It's a lovely goal. Brilliant play from Birmingham. And we have the lead. Now, we've got to go really structured. We already are, but it's possibly worth going at 5 in that midfield now. We'll bring Clayton off because he is struggling. Leave Wilson up there on his own. It's going to be a tough ask for him. But we'll bring Callum Riley on as well. And hopefully we can just try and really close this game now. So what I've realised I've probably done is invited pressure as the ball gets smacked forward. Edgar with a header, and that's it, because there's going to be no outlet now, which is a major problem. And Whittingham, this would be the worst time for them to score, but Edgar gets in there. And this is where you just got to hope that Wilson can just chase him down and catch him there. But 20 minutes to go. If we can survive this one. He looked offside there to me, Cameron Jones. Is he going to get anything out of it? No, but Damari Gray gets there. Spearing to Riley. We can work this one, but look, there's absolutely nowhere to go. And Davis just ends up giving the ball away, which is absolute shocking. And we are purely just bringing attack on after attack as Whittingham cuts inside. He finds Cameron Jones. Good save from Dan Randolph. Can we hold on to this lead? Corner. Whittingham again. Spearing away up towards Wilson. You just got to hope that he can get away with one of them long balls and just happen to run away with it. New attack and Connolly, here we go. Inside to Rawls, Gunnarsson, Morrison. There's no outlet for Blues whatsoever at the moment. Fabio, if we can get through this attack, we can. Hopefully, as long as it's the end of the attack, we're going to change back to our old formation, which is slightly more attacking, but believe it or not, it'll give us an outlet, which is we are absolutely desperate for at the moment. The ball's coming forward, and it's going to be another one. Packwood away. Can Gray get down that side? No. Connolly. Oh, and he's skinned him as well. Grounds win that. Finds Damari Gray. Damari Gray. Is Wilson going to get there? He does. And it's opened up here. It's opened up. Cottrell. Big chance. Big chance. And it's in. It's in off Morrison. How important is that goal going to be? Now what do we do? I think we're going to go back to the tactic simply because although this one could possibly see us through, we've got to try and find a way to stay competitive, because I just feel like if we keep with this formation, they're just going to pop one in and it's going to be a nervy last 10 minutes. So brave tactical substitution. It looks like it's going to work. We've got 3 minutes left to hold on and break this 3-loss record that we're on at the moment. Whittingham with a free kick, in it goes. Bounces around and Edgar's going to get there first, surely. He does, and there's Damari Gray. Back to Wilson, lovely little knockdown. And Damari Gray can chase that one. Just see it out now, Blues. We've got 1 minute to do so. Back to Marshall. Is he going to smack it away? But this is a really good start to this episode as we look to go and try and catch up with Forest. Let's have a look how Forest are doing in the latest scores. So Lafondra gets tackled by Edgar. Let's have a look here. Where are you, Forest? Have I scrolled past them? I think I scrolled past them. Let's have a look. Lafondra gets in there. Good save. Sorry, I was half watching what was going on in our game, of course, and it's 0-0 going into the second half. So they look to be dropping points. Forest against Norwich, the battle basically of the playoff positions. If we have a look at them now, there's full time, and we catch up. And as long as it ends full time there, that's a very, very good result for us. At Norwich at Carrow Road, they have drawn as well, so we are free. If we win and Forest lose, we will jump ahead of them. But it is obviously quite tight behind us with Norwich. They must be putting a little run of form together. Let's go and have a look what the next match has in store for us. We have got bottom of the table Rotherham, which we have to take advantage of. Forest, they go to 11th place Wolves. Well, Wolves go to Forest, but that's going to be a tricky test for them. And Norwich, they're away at Brighton on the box. So a bit of pressure with the TV there. Whether that makes any difference on Football Manager, I'm not sure. But we do have Rotherham at home, which is one we've got to go and really destroy. And hopefully we can get into them automatic promotion spots. So then we'll be looking for a return to usual form as we play Rotherham at home after the good win. It was a very good win. Away at Cardiff, which is, you know, very tough place to go. So we bring back your man Lewis McLeod. He goes in. Spearing will drop into this defensive midfield position. And then David Davis will come back in, as I thought he'd done all right when he was had to come on. Shinny, he's going to make an appearance on the bench. And that is pretty much how I think I'm going to go for it. Edgar is struggling with fitness, and so is Damari Gray. So we could possibly look at this situation, bring Lee Griffiths in. He's searching for form, and he's just not finding any. In terms of centre-back position, we are major struggling, so I think he's going to have to play. Obviously, we signed Seb Hines, but he can't play, which is absolutely ridiculous, which I find totally bizarre that he was even allowed to sign for us. But hey-ho, let's get into the match and try and beat Rotherham. So we've got a corner after a minute. It's out to the edge of the box. David Davis. Straight back to Duffy. Unbelievable pass, but he finds Caddis. The space opening up all over the box here. Edgar into Griffiths. Lee Griffiths. Clayton Donaldson. Oh, big chance. Edgar, can he resurrect this attack? Into Caddis. It's all come from this dangerous corner set piece. And Caddis finds McLeod now. He's inside the box now. This is always dangerous for oppositions when McLeod finds himself inside the box. But they defend it well. And Newton looks to come away. Big hoof. McLeod's won it back. But it's going to bounce all over the gaff again. And Green. Is this the end of the attack? It is. But a good start for us. Randolph with a smash downfield. And Newton gets his head on it and finds Misson. I think his name is. But Blues win it back. Here's Edgar. Try and keep it on the deck. Nice football. And Randolph has another go at that goal kick by the looks of it. And it goes exactly to the same player. Misson and Newton into Bowery. And they're looking alright, you know, Rotherham. They're looking threatening on the break. But they keep giving the ball away. And here's Grounds. And that's an ambitious pass. And it nearly finds its way through to Clayton Donaldson. All the way back to Ben Amos, number 55. So, interesting number. But it goes forward. And here's a chance for Duffy now. Duffy, can he get inside the area against Rotherham or pass it off? He finds himself inside the area. Grounds finds Griffiths. He's onside Griffiths. Back to Grounds. Spearing, and it's 1-0. That's the goal we were looking for, and we've got it in under 20 minutes. Jay Spearing, good, well-worked goal, and I love the way that we don't panic when we get inside the opposition's area. Take their time, stay cool, and slot it away. 1-0. Grounds. He seems to always get on the ball when I play him, and he does seem quite a neat and tidy player. I never really give him enough credit, and we've worked it out right to this right-hand side where Duffy seems key. Back to Caddis, who's also been involved so far quite heavily. Davis into Duffy. Can Duffy find a little slider? Little sliding pass, Duffy? No. Nicked off him on the edge of the box and cleared away. Can Rotherham break? Blues crowd him out, so he has to go backwards, but they've still worked it quite well. And here's Smallwood. Bowery. He's trying to find some space, and he finds Smallwood again. He looked a bit offside, but it's a good block. And Spearing gets it away, so a bit of a warning sign there for us. Jermaine Pennant, who used to play for the club, of course, there on the ball. Ball goes all the way to Amos, and it's a poor clearance. Jay Spearing, chance for us to turn and go again. And they just found Duffy inside the area. Duffy free shot. Oh, brilliant finish. brilliant finish from Mark Duffy to get his 7th goal of the season. We find ourselves 2 goals to the good. Who is that? It's not our player, but we might see Lewis McLeod only play half the game here if we're in control, because we've really got to look after him. Saw the results we had without him, so he's a very big player for us. Amos out of his goal, and this is always dangerous. This has happened a few times on Football Manager, and Griffiths has a chance to shoot from distance, and finally one goes in. And I've shown you that attack at least 3 times in this save alone. Now, isn't that a bit of a glitch where the goalie, poor clearance away, and then the opposition have a free shot from a tight angle? Griffiths, fair play to him, puts it in. Real classy finish. But I'm definitely seen that a few times before, and I'm pretty sure you've seen it at least 3 times on this save alone. But Rotherham were pretty much out of this game, but they're coming forward here just before half time, trying to find a way back into it. Newton on the edge of the box. He finds Misson, and is that Duffy on the... Barry's going to... big chance for Barry, who hits the bar. Duffy's out on that right hand side. Now, he didn't get back at all there. Is he injured, or... Let's have a look at half time as we get in at 3 goals to the good. I'm very happy with the way things are going. Duffy is struggling, 79%. And so is McLeod, so we're going to see the introduction of Gleeson and Damari Gray. Damari Gray and Griffiths are going to swap. That should make everyone slightly more happy as we go into the second half. And Donaldson gets in there doing his defensive duties. He's got 2 players ahead of him, and he's the main man, he's the striker, but he's back helping out. Fair play to the lad. But they're going to recycle this attack as it's in towards Jermaine Pennant. We know he can deliver a ball, and look at that. Jermaine Pennant's right foot has definitely not lost its crossing ability as he puts one in for Febby and Brandy. Is he the old Arsenal striker? He's used to be a hot prospect, never turned into much, I think. But he scores against us and puts Rotherham slightly back in the game. Caddis, he finds Gleeson into David Davis, and we seem to be cruising, to be honest, in this match. As long as we don't concede another one, I'm fairly happy with the way things are going. As Grounds finds Gleeson again. Gleeson spearing. We look comfortable on the ball, and Donaldson on the edge of the box. Nicked off him, and it's going to deflect and falls all over the place. But Ben Amos is quick and gets to it. They're going to look for a quick break, I'd have thought, as well. Not particularly quick as they get the ball away. And it's going to be a good chance for us as Caddis, with a nice ball into an area, and Griffiths gets on it. He decides to set up an attack for Rotherham instead. And Brandy, who are kind of mugged off a little bit, is going to cause us problems here if he can get in. And he does get in. And he finds Barry, who looks offside. He scored now, Barry. And all of a sudden, we need to be a bit more structured and kind of look after this game a lot more than we were. So you feel this will be the last chance. Big hoof into a big long throw into the box. Cleared away. And Caddis gets in there again. Bouncing around. And we should latch onto that, Blues. Paul Caddis, just run into the gap, mate. Just run into the gap. Got absolutely loads of time. No time to kill, sorry. A second to go, and Damari Gray finds himself on the edge of the box. And there's the full-time whistle. Not very pretty in the end, considering we're 3-0 up. But I think it's a good result. Any win is a good result, obviously. We shouldn't have slipped 2 goals and put pressure on ourselves. But would you look at that? Typical that Forest win, but it was an important one for us. Forest managed to get their win. And Norwich get their win as well. So all of the sides hitting a little bit of form at the same time. And we'll go into our next match against Bournemouth away. They're down in 15th position now. We've seen what happens when you play these sort of teams. They're kind of nothing to play for with 6 games to go. And there's 3 teams vying to try and get into that second automatic spot. Otherwise, the playoffs this year are going to be very tasty. Now we've got 2 games left, so we're going to play these 2. And then, obviously, the last episode of the season, if we get automatic promotion, will be Blackpool, Blackburn, Watford, Charlton and Bolton. So we don't play Norwich or Nottingham Forest. But, obviously, if it was to go into the playoffs, then there'd be, obviously, a special episode for you guys. Special playoff episode, live episodes. But that'd be quite exciting. But we'd much rather just beat Bournemouth and Wolves and try and get into the driving seat for that position. So let's get straight into the Bournemouth game while we're in nice form and see how we can get on against them. We've never heard this before. Consortium targets Birmingham takeover. They usually end in nothing, but I won't take much notice until we get put into a transfer embargo. Oh, they have put us in a transfer embargo, so that means it's kind of happening. They're looking at it. But anyway, that's going to hopefully not detract from what we are doing here as we try to push towards the playoffs. The automatic promotion. Got to stop saying the playoffs. I'm going to jinx us into getting them. I'm going to chuck Cottrell in, and Mitchy Boy's going to come back in for grounds. That's not going to be Shinny as my laptop decides to have a fit. We're going to put Mitch Hancock's at left back. David Edgar's still struggling, but he's going to have to soldier through for me because I literally have no other options. In terms of this, just having a little look, I'm very happy with the way things are going, and we're going to submit that team. So here we go, Mitch Hancock, he gets the possession, and Lee Griffiths keeps his spot after playing very well the other day. Here's Spearing, just trying to find McLeod. I wouldn't mind him having a little dig there and there, McLeod, but no, as the ball gets cleared, and Callum Wilson's quick, and he's going to get past Edgar, who's struggling for fitness himself, and Callum Wilson, oh, it's an unreal goal. Unreal goal from Callum Wilson, 13th goal of the season. Great goal, made it all himself, skinned 2 of my defenders, and to be fair, you can't say a lot about going behind to a goal like that. Hopefully we're going to respond straight away as we look to come forward. Here is McLeod. There's a ball inside there. Look at the gap. Oh, there was a massive gap in their defence between the centre-back and the left-back. Don't exploit it, though. And Davis, he's going to look. And now we finally do exploit the gap. Cottrell, he finds Clayton Donaldson. Clayton Donaldson with a touch. And we still can't get that shot off. And Callum Wilson has a chance to go again. And he's off again, Callum Wilson. He's nicked it past David Edgar. And David Edgar's chasing him. But Callum Wilson, if he has a long ranger from square, oh, he got the confidence in it, hasn't he? Good play from that lad. Here we go. Blues get the ball on the edge of the box again. Here's Donaldson. Finds Spearing. Spearing out wide to Hancock. Hancock finds himself inside the area. Davis. Davis should score. And Griffins. Oh, it should be 1-1. But it's going to be a dangerous corner, which we have. He's played it probably too wide to Griffiths. Can he skin a man? No, and he's giving the ball away. And Sermon on the edge now. Don't want him playing Callum Wilson in again. So then we're 1-0 down at half-time. It was an unbelievable goal, but we haven't been good enough, and we're going to be aggressive. Show me something else in the second half. We've got 2 games in 3 days. It's been tough, but Damari Gray is going to come on, and James Wilson is also going to be the man that comes on. Just going to try and switch it up and create something. So I was going to go attacking, but we've got a chance as long as we keep possession and don't get broke on like we did last time. Caddis nearly loses possession, and this time Spearing does, but we managed to recycle it. It's Davis into James Wilson. Cottrell, Caddis, lovely play. Can Caddis finish? Off the post, but Damari Gray's there, and Damari Gray equalises in this promotion push that we've got going on. 6th goal for him. What a lad on the rebound, and we're back in it. Cottrell's going to have to come off as well straight after that goal. So we're going to be looking at a Mark Duffy. Can he come on? Oh dear, he's struggling for fitness. Pereira, can he play in that role? Because he's been useful. He can play in that role. He's not ideal, but he's got better fitness. So we're going to give him a crack out there on that right-hand side. The 2 games in 3 days has really affected our fitness here. And just hoping we don't run out of steam, which is why I bought the extra legs on up front. And here is Wilson. He can run that lad as well. So the running of the Wilsons could be pivotal to this game. But Damari Gray's going to pick it up as he gets stopped. Don't have a shot, Damari, because you really can't shoot. Here's Mitch Hancock's. He recycles one. Come on, inside. Inside it goes, Mitch. He finds James Wilson. And here's David Davis. Big chance. David Davis, 2-1. 2-1. Big goal. Buzzing with that because we were 1-0 down and we showed character and we've got back into it. Clever play from Wilson as well. So we've got 5 minutes of additional time, so it's time to waste time. Come on, Blues, we can hold on to this one. So we make the tactical changes there down the bottom. We've got 3 minutes down to 2, and there's the one. 10 seconds to go, and it looks like we've held on again. Big result as we were 1-0 down. Loving the way we're playing at the moment because we just never know when we're beaten attitude, which is all good. And who knows, we could find ourselves in the automatic promotion places. Here we go. No, we're still... Forest, they're still hanging on. They still keep going, and so did Norwich. So it looks like Norwich and Forest won. Huddersfield won 7-1 against Ipswich. Let's have a little look at the table. Ipswich is second from bottom. Huddersfield, big-ass result for them, especially for the goal difference, because they'd have been on minus what? That's an extra 6 goals. They'd have been on minus 17 before, which wasn't the greatest goal difference. Don't know why we're talking about Huddersfield as we go back up to the top. Forest, they beat Brentford. Norwich beat Sheffield Wednesday, and we beat Bournemouth after being 1-0 down. How big is that turnaround? And now we go to the big one. We've done a special episode earlier in the season for the Wolves game where we beat them, but it's going to be even more important now. It's not going to be a special episode just because I want to get the game in for you in this episode. You'll be delighted to know we are going to be playing Wolves. Where are Wolves? They're 11th in the table, and they will be looking to halt what we're trying to do here. And we've just got to try and get some greens. If we can get majority greens in here, I'll fancy us. Let's go and have a look at, we've got Blackburn, they're 15th, Watford 5th, Charlton 7th, Bolton 6th. So they're tough games, man. But you look at, let's have a look if we can see Forests. They've got Huddersfield down the bottom, but they've got Watford, they've got Blackburn, Ipswich and Cardiff. So we're going to have to play well and we're going to have to hope for slip-ups. But who knows, you never know. Let's get into the Wolves. We're back and this is the big one. So, if I'm right, because we're in the early kickoff, we could find, yeah, we would. If we were to win, we would find ourselves going to second place on goal difference, even if it's just for a matter of time. But it would put pressure on, which is the main thing. So, I haven't looked at the team, so we know that Cottrell is going to be out. Damari Gray got us back in the game, so he's going to start instead of Griffiths. We're also going to put Duffy back in, who's got his fitness back. Grounds, I thought he was impressive, so he's going to come back in. And James Wilson, your man, he's going to start up front. He's been decent as well. So that looks like the team. Has Edgar managed to recover? He's still on 92%, but he's plodding along and he's going to really try to keep going for me. I'm going to bring him in there. And hopefully, you're looking at a side that are going to beat Wolves and put us in the automatic promotion for the first time this season. Cadiz. So we're at home at St.Andrews. Cadiz whips one in, and Wolves, they got their 5 in midfield with Dicko up front on his own, so that's showing their intent. They're going to try and counter us. Grounds down the line. Damari Gray looking to find a cross. Gets to the byline and cross one in. Cleared again, so we've got to recycle. Here's Packwood. Grounds. Nice quick play there from Blues as we try and shape the ball forward. Here's McLeod. Go on, McLeod. Go on, son. Gets down that side, and Cadiz, chance for him to whip one in. Or he can find McLeod in a bit of space. McLeod finds Duffy. Duffy finds a gap, and it's a good block. Good block from number 11, who is McDonald, I think, in towards McLeod again. Cleared away, and you feel like the chance has probably gone now. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's gone. This is a game with so much attached to it, with the local derby and the fact that we could go into the automatic promotion positions, but Grounds, he cuts one off, and Damari Graham, we could catch him out of position here. Damari, go on, son. Have a run. Just go for it. Go down that line. Finds a ball inside to McLeod. McLeod, Davis, space. Finds Wilson. Can he turn? No. Smacked away. And hopefully this doesn't cause problems. And what is going on? What is going on? What has happened there? It just never looked comfortable. What has Dan Randolph done? Dicko's run onto it and scored. And you just feel mugged off by the game, really. I just feel absolutely mugged off because it's our chance, our big time to go into the automatic position. Something ridiculous like that's going on. I was saying about how important the game is, hoping that no one chokes, and it looks like Dan Randolph has his custom to a mistake. But with the team, we've got to try and respond, and this would be the perfect time to do so straight away. Duffy inside the box finds Callum Wilson, and Wilson does respond. I'll tell you what, Randolph, you should be down there celebrating with him because he's done you a right favour, mate. We're backing it at 1-1, 5 minutes, 5, 6, 7 minutes before half time. And it looks like here, there's going to be another chance. This game has sparked into life as they smack the ball up towards Saville. Cadiz goes straight through him. What a lad. He finds Spearing. Spearing into Davis. Davis, McLeod. Come on, Blues, let's go forward. There's gapping behind there. Cadiz can spot it. He finds Duffy. Duffy back to McLeod. Building up nice and slow, Blues into Davis. Damari Gray. Damari Gray, local lad. Can he find the goal? There's a bit of a gap opening up, and he has a dig game. He saves, though. And this game is really, really starting to come to life now. 39th minute, and there's another opportunity as Grounds gets his noggin on it. Down to Wilson, who skins a man. No, he doesn't. It's Rowe into Sacco. Sacco now, he's been slightly quiet, but you know he could turn up at any point. He's a big player for Wolves. That's into Ward's Dicko, and Grounds gets a challenge on it, and he's fouled him, and Grounds is going to go here, which is going to cause even more problems for us because we're going to be down to 10 men at home. Now, this could be slightly tricky because I don't know what position I want to lose. He's gone. Yeah, he has gone, so we knew that was going to happen. It's how I deal now with the sending off. I think Davis is going to have to be the man that loses out, and then we're going to have to go to this sort of position. I mean, we have got Michankos on the bench, so it shouldn't change too much, but we are going to lose a man in midfield, which could be slightly worrying. I think Demarai Gray's going to have to come back to try and cover that gap in the midfield there. Saka with the free kick as well. Into Dicko, he's offside, surely he is. But it just shows that it's only our own fault if we manage to throw this one away, because we have given them a goal. We had 59% possession, we've given them a goal, and we've had a man sent off. So I'm going to tell aggressively, I'm not happy with your performance there, because that was shit goalkeeping. And Grant, you're going to get a bollocking as well, mate, because you know you could have let your side down here big time. So Caddis with a throw in towards Duffy. Duffy, penalty kick, Goldborn gives a free kick, a penalty away. Who's going to have the balls to take this? And it looks like, oh God, it's Callum Wilson. Callum Wilson now, I'm pretty sure he's a good penalty taker, but a young lad taking a penalty in a game with such magnitude. Has he got the bottle? Has this lad got the bottle with half an hour to go, left-footed, to put us... Oh, he's missed it. Oh, I never liked the idea, and it's just another example of us trying to not win this game. Into Duffy it goes again though. Duffy and Callum Wilson, and he's repaid. He's repaid the penalty miss straight away. The relief on that lad must be unreal at this moment. But villain to hero, which is the right way to go if you're going to do one of them. And we're back ahead with half an hour to go. Now, how do I go about this with 10 men trying to close down this game? Duffy. Corner kick, and we're useful from corners. In towards Will Packwood. Falls to Wilson again. Oh, real chance to make himself even bigger hero. Bangs one off the post. Caddis throws into Duffy. Oh, that's how we won the penalty before. McLeod was still pushing forward. Duffy into Spearing. Spearing saved. Duffy on the rebound. Off the post. Caddis. He's bouncing around. Duffy again. Oh, he's offside. 10 minutes to go. Let's go defensive and try and see this one out. He came in, and it looks like we're not going to have a chance to submit them tactical instructions as Wolves look to come forward themselves, and look at the space and look at the flood of the players. And he's had a long range. Oh my God. Oh dearie me. Now if that had gone in, Randolph, you wouldn't have been playing until the end of the season. Ambitious attempt. But Randolph clears it away, and we've got away with one. And Edgar, just calm it all down, Blues. Calm it all down and get to the end of this a chance. Donald into Rowe. It's obviously not over this one. Hancock's back to Randolph and just keeps coming back at us, which is a problem. Demarai Gray looks to get in there. Finds Callum Wilson. Good chance now. Callum Wilson, can he find one wide to Duffy? He does find the inside ball. Duffy, offside. Offside. Oh, God, he's offside. And the amount of things that just haven't fallen our way in this game. 10 minutes to go. Gleason's come on for McLeod just simply for fitness reasons as we try to come forward again, which is unreal if we are trying to come forward. Spearing into Wilson. Wilson, he's beaten one man, he's beaten two. Can he get a shot away? Oh, he nearly wins it there. And, yep, it's time to waste time now. That 3 minutes is going to be a long one. And we look to have made it as long as we can see out this attack. Off the bar, but he's offside. And it's over. It's got to be over. It is over. And there we go. The episode at this stage is ending with us in the automatic promotion position. Now, as soon as I'd rather not discuss it. I don't know what's going on here. So there you go. There you have it. At the moment, we've played one more game than everyone else, but we are in the automatic positions. Now, let's leave the match and see how it stands. And if it's just these 20 seconds where we are going to stay second. If Forest lose, as you see Norwich there, they seem to have dropped off, so they must have dropped points. If Forest lose, then we will keep that second position. Villas-Boas/Adebayor bond deteriorates. Well, who would have really seen that coming, you know? it's Adebayor. Leeds beat Cardiff 1-0. Brighton lose to Bournemouth. A vintage display by Birmingham ensures victory, of course. We've got Blackburn next in 3 days' time. As we're still waiting for these results to come through. Now, it's just been typically slow. Is it going to be Football Manager 8? They lost! There it is! There it is! Right there! Huddersfield beat Nottingham Forest 2-1. And we will end the episode in the automatic promotion position. So we can end this now. And I don't know if it's going to come through the rules. I'm going to have to go through it just to purely show you guys. The laptop's being stupidly slow and I must apologise. But thank you guys again for watching this episode I am absolutely buzzing now, as you've seen, that came up. If it changes, I'll kick off, but it was definitely Huddersfield 2, Nottingham Forest 1, the exact result that we were after. So we are level on points with Forest. We take second place off them. And now is it 5 games to go? No, 4 games to go, of course. 4 games to go. We will be the team in the driving seat. They've probably got the easier fixtures, but that doesn't mean anything at the minute with us sitting in that second place. Forest won. They went 1-0 up, and it was a 90th minute Chris Eagles double. Absolutely delighted with that. So we'll go to the competitions. There it is. We end the episode. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, rate, comment and subscribe. You guys have been amazing so far with your comments and your feedback. Of course, don't forget to follow me on Twitter. And I'm going to try and get this episode out today or tomorrow, depending on when this one comes out. If this one comes out Wednesday night, which is going to be a bit of a struggle, then obviously it'll come out Thursday. If not, it'll be a double upload on the Thursday. And yeah, I'm just absolutely buzzing. So until tomorrow, guys, let's sleep on it.